isn't can, the question is when.
Right. All right. Well, we're live, I guess. All the off-color remarks done off screen, maybe.
Eh.
Yeah.
Oh, adverts.
We're doing something tonight. I don't know exactly what. A bloody Appalachia. That's right, because Dion's back.
Yay! Back.
Where he broke no federal laws, possibly some state laws, and maybe some statutory laws. But we're not going to talk about any of those.
No state law, no federal laws. Sure, sure. On the federal side, sure.
Yeah. It's all good.
Oh, did you have bad thoughts about the president? You broke some laws.
Mhm.
Always.
I was going to say, I think Dion is pretty much a walking breaking law.
Yeah.
Under
I am the law. I'm just broken.
Yeah.
That is the thing. I might have to chase after my dog here in a minute. I'm hearing some things going on out there, but I'm just going to let it lie for right now.
You trying to murder the neighbor dog again?
That's sleeping dogs that you let lie, not moving around ones.
My dog's too fat to cause problems, so it's the pampered life he lives. Queen size bed, cooked meals. He's lost his edge.
I was going to say, I seem to recall that he wasn't described as fat when you first got him.
No, he was a scrawny little guy. Yeah. Right. So I guess we're gaming tonight. Yeah, it's been a week. It's been a week. Wow. Yeah. Right. So last time we played the normal stream game, we've played a couple of interludes here and there just to give some background as to what's going on in Bloodworth Hollow. But the last time we played, Professor Dunhill was not here. Richard was not here. And we played a regular game where the guys crossed over to the Fey Realm.
That's right.
And found out that sometime 20-ish years or so ago, some company was in the area and created a breach, which some of the Fey creatures have been using to come into your world. Some of them have grown a liking for certain things, snack foods, really like Hostess treats, TV shows, and various other things, including wanton, murder and bloodlust. That happens too. Doesn't account for everything that's going on in Bloodworth Hollow, but there is a breach. There's a breach. And you guys are made sort of a deal. You guys remember what deal you made? No,
Nope.
of course not. Of course not. No, so kind of a tacit deal. You're able to return some folks that have gone missing, for one, as they had wandered into the Fey realms, became captive there. But were able to negotiate for their release. Two, at least with some of the Fey, you have agreed to deliver them some of the stuff that they want, some goods, mostly in the ways of snack foods, and they will limit their crossing over into your world to raid for those things.
Oh, that's what they said.
That's what they said. You found the sheriff.
Yep, he was in the dungeon.
Yeah.
We killed him.
We did, didn't we?
That's how you got him out.
Oh, I forgot that.
Yep. Absolutely. So we're going to take
a bunch of other people out, one of whom died or almost died as the wounds reappeared on their body as they came out.
Yeah. But we're going to pick up sometime later. Removed from that situation, having gone back to your residence above the diner, Taste of Bloodworth, where Professor Dunhill was in a sleep-induced coma or something. He was maybe high on his own supply. Hard to tell, but he wasn't there for the last session. So, of course, he probably doesn't believe a thing that you're saying.
Now, he did travel with us across the bridge, but then when we got to the magic realm, he wasn't there.
I went back to the other side to see those other people who were fishing.
Yeah.
That was the thing, yeah. They needed my help.
So some of the takeaways from that is that, well, definitely the sheriff and his deputy, and probably the rest of the police force, such that it is in Bloodworth, absolutely know what's going on, are somewhat prepared for it, as they have a whole SWAT kit of things to deal with these sorts of creatures. Yeah. So there you
Well,
go.
they did it before Fake stole most of it.
Mhm.
I was going to say, did we give it back, or are they going to reach for it next time they encounter like a werewolf? Oh,
And
no!
they're like, "Where's the silver?"
Oh, I'll put it back when we're done with it. Yeah. I mean,
Oh.
we got the sheriff back, so I'm sure he doesn't care. But at the same time, like,
So we'll pick up several days later after you guys have gotten a good sleep, and the whole trip across, for it's kind of becoming a little fuzzy. I mean, you remember it happening like it happened to another person that you were told a thrilling story about.
Have you done any kind of supply drop yet or not?
We'll see. That's up to you. Again, you remember the details, but you're remembering it almost as if it happened to someone else and you were told about it. In your own memories, like it's like, well, what did the place smell like? What did it feel like? And you're just kind of left grasping straws with that, not really having a memory of it fully. More like bullet points of things that happened, but you don't have like any emotion attached to them at all. You know it happened, but for the life of you, you can't remember like, well, how did I feel in that situation?
Oh, well, that's good. None of us feel anything anyway. We're in 80s.
Because you're monsters. You're all monsters.
these things happen. It's perfectly normal experiences.
Well, geez.
So a couple of days later, downstairs eating breakfast. Maybe a magic roll for those of you that got some points in
Just
eating
me.
breakfast.
Even though it's others, but they've forgotten about it. Just me. Do you want to make everyone roll at this point, just to say fuck you all?
No, some folks I think have never failed a roll here.
Yeah, I actually make it this time, which is a shocker.
Okay.
I should spend a survival point to try and fail it.
I mean, you still have a preference.
Yeah.
But,
I'm on 3 points out of 5, so it's not like I'm going
A magic skill, so I can make a roll too. As soon as I can find my cursor here.
Oh, that's a fail. That's a bad miss.
Oh, no, it's more than a preference for you. Chad Blutarski just can't start his day without having the pork. Pork of his choosing.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. Sheriff and Eddie are there having coffee when you guys come down, because other than Fake Nurse, who goes for a run bright and early every morning, the rest of you are generally not bright and early anything. Still down before noon, but it's cutting hairs. Both the sheriff and the deputy are there, pot of coffee between them, plate of grits and hash browns, and pie. It's pecan today.
Pecan.
And they both kind of just watch you guys eat for a bit, talking to themselves. At some point, the sheriff will turn around in his chair, cup of coffee in one hand, bite a pie and a fork on the other, and says, looks down at his watch. Technically morning, folks. How's your memories?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I remember all sorts of things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry for whatever I did.
Yeah, Chad's memory's never been great at the best of times.
The sheriff will come over, cup of coffee, finishes off the bite of pie on his fork, and kind of quieter. There's only a few people in the diner at this point, but quieter so as the voice doesn't carry. He says, no, I mean, how much do you remember about the Fey realm and the bargain you cut? Do you remember? Or am I just talking gibberish?
Did something happen that you guys didn't tell me about?
Wait, that happened to us?
I've heard a thing that if you leave goodies or something like that at the hotel, elves will come, and I think that we should try and record that. Try and set that up, record that at the hotel. Yeah.
He looks at his watch, looks over his deputy, gives him a nod. Says, well, that's not bad. It's not complete memory loss. You guys ever been exposed to, let's just call it supernatural before? Maybe you're building up a tolerance.
Oh yeah, I've dealt with it before.
I found a baby before.
I was the sole survivor of a Mothman attack. He really didn't like our Bigfoot light.
He's like, Mothman, huh? And the deputy says, hey, yeah, he's a poker group on Fridays. He's like, oh, yeah, that guy.
What?
No, nothing. All right. Well, yeah, why don't you film that? We happen to have a cardboard box in the back of the cruiser here for the first installment. If you guys want to bait your trap, you're welcome to it. Deputy goes out, comes back in with like just a plain cardboard box, and you can see it's stuffed full of like Hostess treats, Little Debbie's, all kinds of stacked treats.
I appreciate a joke as much as the next person, but are you messing with us? Is this some sort of prank? What,
Oh no!
You guys not told him? I know he wasn't there.
Well, we heard a story that fey creatures really like sweets, so I guess we were gonna try and. This is obviously fake news, not remembering full details. We were gonna try to,
I'm treating it like it's a rumor story that we've heard.
Yeah, so we were gonna try like leaving some treats out and see if we can catch stuff. We just heard it through the grapevine after some good Samaritans rescued the sheriff.
Huh. And he kind of looks back to the deputy again. The deputy looks at his own watch, pulls out a notepad, and calls out, 72 hours, boss. It's like, all right, 72 hours. All right. Well, yeah, here you go. These are all expired. Can't sell them at the grocery store anyway, but Faye won't care. Good luck. Good luck with your recordings.
What you kind of say that like there's something else behind it. What's going on?
All right, now I will say you guys totally remember everything that happened on this side of the realm. So you remember going into the deputy's truck and seeing the bags of SWAT gear for not normal things.
Right.
But you do not remember having any conversation about it with the deputy or the sheriff. Because that happened in the Fey realm.
Yeah. Oh, we should get a mirror when we set this all up. And you should have it set so the camera can catch the mirror's reflection as well. Just in case.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, we got more than one camera, so we can set things up.
Don't cameras use mirrors anyway?
Yeah, but I mean, like, maybe the creature will appear in the mirror if it's in the camera film as well. I don't know. Maybe they're invisible. Maybe they're not. I mean, might as well just take the chance.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with doing, multiple things. Try and increase our viewership or whatever. Quality? I don't know.
I will say after the incident previously where we went through the barn, I'm going to start carrying basically a bacon sandwich with me. Just sort of get one every day at the diner, just sort of have with me in case it's really stacked with bacon. In case I sort of have that hunger pain again from last time. And it always gets eaten by the end of the day somehow. I don't know.
All right. Well, the sheriff just kind of shakes his head and says, "Yeah, well, good luck. Good luck." He kind of sighs, like he was expecting something else. Yeah, sure. But he goes and rounds up the deputy, and they say something to each other very quietly, and both tip their hats at you, and they leave.
Deputy.
Gives you a
You've
wink.
told us we don't remember, Bert, so at least you want us to start remembering properly.
Nope. This is just fine because your characters are, again, it's almost like it happened to somebody else.
It did happen to somebody else.
In your case.
Yeah.
All right. So the hotel in question is right behind the hardware store. It's the former site of the Long Rest Hotel, boarded up 3-story house, well known in the area and in some supernatural books out there that it is haunted.
Oh,
You want to go check it out?
let's do it.
Oh, that's the point of it. Is that that's what we're doing. We're set up at the hotel. We'll put use the
Mm.
snacks as bait and try and record them finally.
Oh, the
This
hotel.
The hotel. Yeah, we've been hearing about the hotel quite a few times.
So which hotel is this? Not the place where we're currently staying. A different place.
No, we're staying at the inn. We're staying at the bed and breakfast.
The hotel is like an old shut down hotel.
Yeah,
And it
boarded
used
up.
to be a multiple family living facility that we learned when we went into the mines and talked to
the one which was
ghost.
right, yes.
Yeah, so that was the haunted building that Bert's been trying to get us to go since the first session. And we kept being like, let's go that way instead. And he's finally looping us back to it. And we're finally going to take the bait.
I like it.
Well, that sounds like a perfectly reasonable place, but why don't we go there?
Well, the local law enforcement basically giving you the go-ahead to go ahead and go into the building, even though it's got the no trespassing signs.
We
Boarded
don't
up,
need the
all of that.
local laws.
We know, we do remember that as you say, the sheriff and that is, the deputies just come in and told us, if you want to speak about the stuff, come and talk to us sometime. We'll happily tell you. It won't matter a damn because nothing gets through, but so it's like, oh yeah, these guys are on and doing it now, whatever.
Sounds good. Do you want to pick up a mirror? You said.
Yeah,
Really?
like put a mirror near the box so when we have like the camera watching, it can catch maybe if something in the reflection grabbing
Just
goodies.
grab a mirror on the wall in your hotel room, or
Yeah, just
Well, unless there's, I think as you said, there's like pawn shop. We could probably get one of them long-standing.
you
mirrors.
can. There's also a hardware store, and like the hotel is right behind the hardware store.
Yeah, well, whatever.
You
Cool.
get
First, we have to
multiple
walk
mirrors.
around the hotel and see if there's any room that sort of feels more appropriate or not, and stuff like that. You don't just set up in the first room. You have to do this properly. You set up cameras and you set up a base so that when people go off by themselves and get attacked, and it's all there's a method to this.
I want to get a thing of salt.
Right, box of salt.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. You buy a box of Morton salt.
How much is Morton salt in 1980X?
$1.99.
All right, $2.
It's fancy stuff. I would say you pick up a mirror somewhere. That's fine. So it's again, it's early, just now afternoon. You do see no trespassing signs. All the windows are boarded up, as is the front door. There's little bits of remnants of like police tape, but it's been a while since it's actually officially been there. You just see little tattered remains.
let's try and open this place up then.
There is a mailbox at the beginning of the curb for the place proper. You see, it's stuffed with mail still.
Oh, they may already have won $1 million. It's publisher's clearinghouse thing. Oh, unfortunate for them.
So that's where all the winner checks go.
Yeah, it's all been going to this one box.
I mean, I will have a look through and see if there is a winning check thing in there. He said, relying on his possible luck of having found things. You know, somebody has sent a birthday card here as well with some money inside or something. I don't know.
Ain't no one got that much luck to win the stakes clearinghouse.
Well,
thing.
maybe not the stakes clearing, but as I say, maybe it was a birthday card that was sent here
So,
that has cash monies inside it or something.
The mail in here is
They all misdelivered to me at Christmas that had money in it, and the people turned up afterwards and say, "Well, what'd you do with that? I just sent it back because it wasn't the first piece of mail." You should have done more about that. It wasn't my fucking fault you dressed the dang thing wrong.
the mail. It's not recent mail. It's very old mail.
No, I
It's about
get you.
5 years or so is the most earliest thing that was delivered, and it looks like it was a newspaper that was put in there. There is a small package. Brown paper wrapped with like a little bow tie of hemp line. It's all like really badly humidity damaged, spotted, etc., but it's still intact. There are a couple of envelopes there as well, shoved away in the back. It looks like a squirrel or something else might have made a home in here at one point, as the package has got the back end is a little gnawed on. There's some rat droppings back there.
Nah,
So it's not new mail.
I'm sure it's fine. Have a look, open it up, see if there's anything fun. You know, if we're trespassing in this place, might as well commit a federal crime at the same time.
Yeah.
So.
Well, tampering. Do you want to get it on camera? Just to really.
Catch the crime on camera.
Yeah.
Next, you can go back to the hotel and pull the tags off the mattresses. Get that on film too.
Oh, come on, man. Don't talk crazy now.
You don't think I've already done that? I'm not scared.
Yeah, so the package is, was really nicely brown construction paper folded over it. You can already see what's in it from the gnawing at the end. There was inside. If Professor Dunhill wants to finish removing the wrapper, it is a copy of The Most Haunted Places in Virginia, is the name of the book. And there's a bookmark sticking out, and the bookmark's a $50 bill. And it's marking the front of this house. There's a picture of the front of this hotel.
Credit score just went up a notch.
I was going to say, here are funds for us.
Plus, I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance with Geico.
Yep. No, so in the front is it's basically from the publisher saying, congratulations on your article. Here it is. Enclosed is your $50 fee for the article submitted. You made the book. Congratulations. Writer Press is the name of the press. Just kind of handwritten on the inside of the book.
All right, well,
Who wrote
should
the
we
article?
know the article of this place and see if it gives us a rundown of anything?
Yeah, Carson Cole is the name of the person there. He was a what do you call it? Not a bellhop, because this is not that old of a place. I guess just a functionary of the hotel. Like, he helped with bags, he helped with cleaning the place, and sort of. It's not that of a place to have
It's
a
not that
concierge. It's
fancy
just a
either.
general dog's body that did work there. And he talked. His article is actually well written. He talks about some of the rumors that he would hear. He talked about some of his own insight to the place and what he'd see. He said it's particularly on nights of the full moon. He would often see a lady in like almost a Victorian era kind of gauzy gown with headdress. He describes it as looking like a wedding dress almost on the veranda on the third floor. On nights when there was full moon coming through that would shine into the windows on that side of the property. In particular, the third floor, room 5, they stopped renting it out after a while because guests would complain of things moving around, and they would say that it was the staff stealing things or place would not be where they left it, and they would accuse the staff of going in when they weren't supposed to be in there. So they just stopped leasing the room out. There is a particularly blurry photograph. Looks like it was done by a Polaroid camera originally, so that's even doubly as blurry, of a small, eh, by height, it looks like a child next to a 4-poster bed going through someone's luggage, but the form is like almost just like you can see through it in places, and it's looking at whoever took the camera, and its eyes are like just shots of light through it.
Like going through the luggage, you mean they're actually picking the pieces out, or they're actually
Yes.
physically through the
Yep.
actual bit of
Yep.
luggage?
They're picking things out of luggage, like going through the
Okay.
luggage. And
Yeah.
the byline underneath the photograph, it says "Gremlin" in quotations, caught in the act.
Mm.
Huh.
Article is only 4 pages long, and the photograph takes up a good portion of one of the pages.
Well, what an exciting read this is. I look forward to seeing whatever is going on here.
I wonder if we should get. Well, we have the box of treats, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Did you read that? Oh, you just read it to yourself, or?
I read it. Sorry, I should have said I was going to read it out. All
Okay.
the stuff to be got here.
So which room was
And
that?
then there was a
Around
piece of
children.
mail there as well. And as you're sorting through it, you notice that the mail isn't completely flat. There's something in it. Pop it open, and a guest had wrote back saying that they apologized. They left with a key, and they just stuck the key in an envelope and mailed it back.
Is there a number on the key?
Wow.
Yeah, 2nd floor, room 6.
Ooh. Okay.
What room did the article say was the?
Third floor, not the same room.
Yeah. Just what it said.
Well, we can go in and see who the last person to. Well, is it signed?
Well, the first thing we do
It
is
doesn't matter.
try and get inside the hotel, and then once we're inside, we'll see what it is.
Well,
You always
It's
check
got
the
a
guest book.
it's got a return address of some place in New York.
Mm.
I mean, you know, it looks like it was just someone that was passing through, rented the place for maybe a weekend, and just left with the key on accident.
Surprised they actually bothered to send it back.
Are you saying
1980s.
something about the character of New Yorkers?
I'm
Yeah.
saying something about the character of people who stay at motels and hotels and they never bloody return in. Something they walk off. In fact, they're lucky if they leave the room behind.
Well, in its time, it was a charming little hotel. Like it's like looking at it structurally, like it was a beautiful hotel, 3 stories. It had a very well at one time a manicured garden around it. There's a little hedge maze in the back, a very small one, mostly for kids to entertain themselves. There is a large fountain, no longer running, but there's a fountain in the back. Looking at the picture that's inside the Haunted Places book, at one time this would have been a very nice place to stay. No, not so
Then-
much. It's all ran
then-
down. Nothing's been cared for.
Hmm.
Well, let's get inside.
Yeah.
It's been boarded up.
How are you
Then-
going? Yeah, how do you want to enter? You notice at the front, it's
Front
got
door.
this has got the do not. There is a little poster there saying if interested in the property, there's a phone number of an agent, a real estate agent.
Well, I get out my mobile.
Yeah.
I did just see if it has been up here for ages, so I'm assuming maybe the wood is rotten or not as well held up as it could have been. So let's just go in through the front door, from the boards, and see if we can get in.
Well, you could also he does try the front
We
door. circle
could,
around.
but I'm doing the straight.
Unless you're going to actually take my camera and just sort of circle around the place to get some nice exterior.
Okay,
Sure.
So just-
you're doing that.
knows
Professor
that
Dunhill, you pull at it and you find out that some of it is just here for appearance. Like it's boarded up, but there's really only one board that has one nail holding it all closed together. Everything else looks like it's all boarded up, But it's obviously been done that for show, as you find the one board that has one real nail in it, and just kind of pulling that, you're able to open the door. The door's not even locked.
If I look around the door and it opening it inside as well, does it look like people are regularly using this entrance? Is it like a drug den or a place where
Well, the
kids
first
hang
thing
out
you
and
notice
party?
is it smells clean, as in cleaning chemicals. Like you catch the smell of like fresh lemon scent. It doesn't smell stale at all.
Hmm.
Just looking into the first room, it looks barren, but it doesn't actually look dusty.
Oh wow! All
Did
right.
Did we get inside?
Yes.
Well, Professor Dunhill has, yeah.
Okay, so the door just
door is
opened.
open.
Okay.
He opened it after figuring out that it really wasn't closed or locked.
Yeah, somebody might be using
Mhm.
this as a place or something, which, maybe they'll give us more information about what's going on here, or, give light to the, give light to the story we're done here. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Lars, you said you were going to go around back.
Yep. Well, we
Go
circle
ahead.
the place, shot.
Go ahead and give me a spot check, please.
I can do that, and I do it well, and I have an
Anybody
18.
else with him?
I'll go with them. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow along. You want me a spot?
Also, give me a spot check, yes.
All right. Mine gets a +2. And with him nearby, it's a 20.
All right, 20 is what I needed. This was actually fairly difficult.
Ooh.
So going around back, all the windows, everything, there is a back door here, boarded up. There is what was probably an old-timey kind of root cellar. That one just has a very stout-looking chain and lock on it. Those look to be old, but not like rusted. Like they look to be in good repair, but have been here for a while. What you stumble on, fake news, is someone had hid beneath a bunch of leaves and like detritus around the lawn. There's an extension cord
I must say.
that goes into like underneath a bottom board into the house, and you start pulling it, and it looks like it's actually attached to the store that the building is right behind, but it's well hidden.
Oh, so it's an extension cord into the
Yeah,
building.
give me 1 second.
Okay.
Come on, bud. Bud, come on. Come on. Come back in.
Hmm.
You go. Get it, buddy. He is done terrorizing the yard like only a fat old dog can.
So I'm gonna be like, hey guys, look at this. And I'm gonna point out, like, I think this goes to the hardware store. Do we wanna ask, like, if he knows about that, or she, or whoever owns it? If they know about the extension cord going into this place, maybe they're aware of something, or unaware.
Well, while you're following up with that, so Dunhill, get the door open. All you've done so far is poke your head in. First thing you catch is again the scent of cleaning chemicals. And where is Blutarski while this is going on?
I stayed with, was it Lars stayed back?
Well, Lars and Fake News went around the back.
Okay.
You could have gone with them, or you could have stayed with Dunhill here.
I'm probably hanging out with Dunhill.
Okay. Door's open. Smells fresh and clean. Doesn't look bad at all. You don't see any furniture. Place looks cleaned out as far as you can see. But you haven't gone in the place yet.
Hey, let's check it out.
Yeah, let's get in there. See what's going on.
Okay.
All right. I will cautiously step inside the room.
Constantly inside. So give me a spot check, please.
Okay, that is straight D20 roll. I have a +1.
Yeah. Blutarski is the only one who needs to, since he's the one who went in first.
17.
You step in, your foot snags something, and then you hear a clattering of like aluminum cans, pots, and pans from something off to your left. You look down, and there's a very fine fishing line. It was strung up across the door, and the other end of it leads back into the kitchen.
I will step back and point that out to Dunhill.
Okay.
You already tripped it, so.
I was going to go over and ring the bell, but I guess maybe this is how this hotel gets people to come over. So, all right, that's fine.
Should we just announce ourselves?
Yeah, sure.
Hello!
Hey! Yeah. TV crew coming in.
Okay, yeah, there's no
We
name.
don't want to be filmed. Leave.
Get out of your house.
Sign this release form. There's no response. And looking at the fishing line, you still have your hand on it, Chad. If you yank on it, what comes back is an empty beer can. This fishing line was fished through it. It was more than just the one can that made a sound, but you just popped the kitchen, which is off to your left, not in full sight of the doorway here.
Of course, I'm going to look around, but I'll move towards.
Yeah. The place is opened. Your voice echo a bit as there's no furniture. Even the carpeting has been removed. You can see where there was carpeting, but it was removed at some point, just leaving bare wood floors around. And again, for a house that's not been used, it's clean. Like you can also smell bleach and lemon, lemon floor polish, that sort of thing. There's no lights anywhere. Just the door open, you can see, and there is light coming in through the slats on the boards that are posted over the windows. You notice that the chandeliers and all the other light sconces that are in here, all the bulbs have been removed.
Oh.
Okay, back outside. So fake news, Lars. Find this it's an outdoor heavy duty extension outlet that's been plugged into the hardware store and runs into this lawn here. It's been well covered up with like leaves and debris and other stuff, so it's not obvious at all.
So it's an empty, like the plug part is not plugged into anything.
Well, no, the plug part's plugged into the hardware store on one of their back outlets.
And the other end just
And
goes,
it goes
into
into
the
the
house.
house,
Like-
somewhere under the first floor, like in the basement, maybe.
Oh.
Something plugged into the wrong cord.
Is there a window to the basement? Like
There
a little.
isn't.
No.
Mm-mm.
Is there like a storm hatch?
Well, again, there's what looks like it was an old timey like root cellar nearby, but it's not going into that. That's a separate thing off to the side.
Okay. Lars, do you want to ask the hardware store guy anything, or?
No, we can do. You may know what this is about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go. Let's ignore our two companions and go off by ourselves and not let them know what's going on.
I mean, you have the camera. If you want to go inside, I can just go to the hardware store and I'll meet you back into the
I'll
inside.
come with. Might be something with recording. Might be something where we can get on date.
So is that how you approach big VHS recorder on your shoulders while fake news starts grilling the guy's extension?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I don't think we should. If you're going to have the camera and everything, he might not.
I'm going to have the camera. That's what I do. I have the camera.
I know, but maybe you want to go inside and film stuff in there while I go ask this, and then I'll just come back and meet you. I don't know. I just feel like if he sees the camera, he might not be as open to saying stuff. And I don't think either of us have psychology.
No, that's Chad does. Okay, I'll follow the cable into the house and see if I can find out where it goes in there.
Right. Well, I mean, he goes through It goes through somewhere that would be under the first floor. I mean, just looking at the layout of things, so there must be at least one floor below ground inside there.
Yeah.
So the only entrance that's open right now is around the front door.
Well, I presume there's windows and stuff.
Oh yeah, they're all boarded up. Did you want to pop the boards off, or did?
Also, I wanted to sort of see that, so get around to the back door and see if that was easily open. I want to see how easy it is to get into the place other than
So back door, the windows and all that. You need a crowbar. You need something to pull this off. It is actually well boarded up back here.
probably by that, probably continue circling around and going through the front then. Also, things will probably have another time will help you to do that.
Okay. So let's go back to Dunhill and Blutarski then. All right, you guys are inside. Did you want to check out the kitchen? You see stairs off to your left and right. And again, there's no furniture. The only thing left here is like there's a crystal chandelier. These are like 8-foot ceilings in this first like the ground floor. Yeah, it's big open ceilings.
Wow.
There is some cobwebs up there. Not a lot though. Someone's paid some, some cleaning has been given to this place. But the strange thing you notice, maybe strange, maybe not, but there are no light bulbs anywhere. They've all been removed from their sockets.
I mean, let's go check out the kitchen, seeing as that's where you said the bottle came from. Jim.
Yeah.
Okay. The first thing you notice is stacked on the floor were a bunch of beer cans. Your beer can was apparently at the base of the pile, and you tripping it made a racket, caused them to fall all over the place.
Wow. Interesting
Obvious
possession.
signs of use, though. You see like an old like camping canteen. There's an old iron pot here. There's a cast iron pan that looks like it's been used. There's a couple of like you see a tub of butter out on the counter. You see a loaf of bread on the counter. There's no refrigerator or freezer though. There is a stove. It looks like it's a gas stove, and it's got utensils just kind of laying around it.
All right, well, flick a light switch just to see if there's any. Oh, there's no.
You flick a
Oh,
light switch,
sorry.
and no light. You also notice that well, there's nothing really plugged in, so I'm not going to say anything further than that. But yeah, you flick a
Well-
light just out of just habit. No light comes on though.
Well, no, the idea was that it's not out of habit; it's out of testing if there's electricity, but it doesn't work if there's no.
So lick your
if
fingers,
that
stick
doesn't
on the
work,
socket.
then I go and find something else to see if there's electricity there.
So it's a gas stove, so you can't check that, and there's no refrigerator or freezer, so you can't check that.
Toaster.
Get a fork and stick it in the socket.
Yeah, no
That's all.
toaster. Yeah, no
Kettle.
appliances at all.
Oh, kettle doesn't. All right. Well, test the gas next then, if that's it. Just what
gas.
utilities we got running.
Yeah,
Okay.
there is gas.
I turn it off again, just in case. Yeah. All right, but we can explode this place if we need to. Sounds good.
It's good to know.
It is. Fake news. You walk into the hardware store.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say you stop here on the way in to grab like a small mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same person is at the counter. Early 20-ish looking kid reading a newspaper, doing the crossword puzzle. Same person that was here earlier. He smiles up at you. It's like, hey, forget anything? What else can I get you?
Question actually. So we were looking around out there at the old hotel, and I found an extension cord connected to your guys' business that's going into the old hotel. You know anything about that?
Do you have any psychology skills?
No.
I do.
You're not there.
Yeah, you're not there.
Nope. Okay. I tell you what then. Why don't you give me an intelligence check?
Intelligence?
Yeah, this will be harder
Alright.
because you don't have any particular skills at reading people.
How about a 15?
All right.
Decent.
It's like, no, don't know anything about that. That's weird.
Is he lying?
You don't know.
Well, no. Okay. Yeah. You got like, I don't know. You feel like we should just cut the line? So like,
Oh, I'd just leave it there. I mean, I'll tell the boss about it. Maybe he's got something going. I don't know.
I just want to make sure it's not like some squatters hiding in there when they shouldn't be there. So I figured I'd let you guys know in case they're stealing your power.
Oh, yeah, I'll let the boss know. I'm sure it's fine. I mean, we don't want to be tampering with anything, just in case. Well, I'll let the boss know. Yeah, I'll call him now. Picks up the phone. Let's see. No, it'll be push button dial. You hear him. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So, hey, boss, you know anything about this extension cord in the back? Yeah, the orange one. Yeah.
How'd you know it was
Go-
orange?
Go ahead and give me another intelligence check.
I just 18.
You can just barely hear the. We're sorry, the number can't be completed as dialed.
Yeah. I was like, first of all, I can hear the phone. Nobody's on that line. Second of all, how'd you know it was orange?
Hey, look, who are you again?
Oh, I'm with the TV crew that's in town.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
The
what's
sheriff
to
and the
do? I mean,
deputy gave us permission to check the thing out, so we were
well,
just
if
curious.
if the deputy or the sheriff has any questions, they can come in and ask. I mean, who are you?
Fake news.
You want to try and persuade him? You can.
Sure, I'll flip my hair and
Do you have any
use the-
persuasive skills? If not,
No.
it's just charisma.
You know what? I'm gonna use the survival point to roll with advantage.
Okay.
There we go. How about a dirty 20?
Hey, look, this kind of funny guy comes around once a month and he slides me a 50 to just not pay any attention to it, just between you and me. I mean, what is it? A couple of dollars of electricity?
Get your bag while you're here. Get that money. Who cares? Like, you're not paying the bill. I totally get it, dude. I'm not gonna get you in trouble or anything. I was just curious. So it's just like sketchy guy that shows up once a month. When's the last time he was here?
Well, he's usually here the first week of the month, so he's
What week
due
of
back
the-
in a week or so.
In a week?
Yeah. I can't really tell you what it looks like. He's, he always wears this trench coat and floppy hat and smells real bad, but his money's good.
Yeah, why not, right? Hey, good on you, dude. All right, your secret's safe with me.
Yeah. I mean, I figured just some bum, right? He walks kind of unsteadily. And I figure he's probably squatting over there. You're probably right. He's stealing a little bit of electricity, but I mean, nobody's using the place.
Yeah. I'm thinking, gears are turning in my head. I'm like, all right, thank you very much. I'm gonna
Not like an elf is paying for the electricity so they can watch TV.
watch
shows.
TV. That's what I'm thinking. Literally, someone's watching I Love Lucy. All right, I'm gonna go back out to the back of the hardware store.
Mhm.
Is it like plugged into an outside outlet?
Yeah, it's like one of these grungy outside electrical boxes.
Oh yeah,
It's got the
I'm
leather
unplugging
covering.
it. I'm unplugging it.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna see what happens.
Okay, you unplug it, and I mean nothing immediately happens.
Yeah. Just unplug it, and then I'm gonna. Is there like somewhere nearby that I can watch and see and be hidden?
Well, I mean, you can't see into the house at all. It's all boarded up.
No, I mean like, can I watch this outlet that I just
Oh
unplugged
yeah, to see if
from
someone.
like?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I want to go sneak somewhere and just like watch for a minute, see if anybody comes out like within a couple of minutes to check it.
Ooh, oh, I like that. Okay, I'll come back to you in a second.
Okay.
All right, inside the house, Lars, you do the loop around. You walk in through the front door. Chad and Dunhill are in the kitchen. Dunhill's trying to figure out if there's electricity in here or not. Obviously, someone's been using the oven to cook, though.
Yeah.
Gas
Hey.
fire range, but no other appliances in here.
There's a tripwire on the door as well, Lars. So somebody's using this place for something.
If you found
Okay. Sorry,
What have you found?
the thing that I said that somebody's using this place. There was a tripwire on the door. That's it.
Yeah, Fake and I found an electricity cord leading into, I think, somewhere in the basement.
Oh,
We
we haven't
found
found a
it.
basement yet.
Oh, let's have a look for a basement then. See where this is connected in.
Okay. You look around, and there's two sets of stairs going up, one on each end of the house, but you guys actually don't see any stairs down anywhere.
There's no reverse attic. Ah!
I mean, was there another door out of the kitchen? Because I would have assumed the cellar was. where
There's
we're
a
keeping
cupboard.
food
There's
and
one of
stuff.
these doors that are like, like they're half the width of a normal door that usually have like a, what do you would call it? Your canned goods thing,
Right.
or a utility closet, something small like that. But there's no other doors.
When you say there are two stairs going up in the other place, are they? Can we go underneath them? Are
Yes.
they like?
Yeah, there is a
Okay.
landing up there as well. So like you can see up, and so like there's two sets of stairs across from each other on the opposite ends of the house. They both go up, and then there's this kind of overhang or landing, and then there's more rooms up there.
Right, but I mean, underneath the staircase, it's not as
Yes.
if there could be a secret. Well, not a secret
Well,
room,
not
but
as-
Well,
a
you
room
can
where they
actually see
store
the
stuff
bottom
under
of the
stuff.
stairs. It's not enclosed.
Right. Okay.
Like
yeah.
you can
Oh.
see the bottom.
Right, because you would put stairs there as well,
Mhm.
just to continue.
Good.
The thing. I mean, we're it's around the back, right?
I point out the sort of room where, as far as I can work out, the room where sort of lined up
Yeah.
with where the cord was
And
coming in.
then
Okay. The
head in
cord
that
is coming in somewhere just slightly to the east of the kitchen. It would be actually somewhere in that little utility closet.
Ah.
we can't get in. Maybe there's another way.
Well,
Is
they
there
may
anything
have
else
also
down
just,
here?
like, did they like drill a hole or something and just sort of plug it in
Do
underneath?
you want to open the utility closet?
Well, the Bridges probably thought we had already, so yeah.
Open the utility closet, and sure enough, again, it's like one of these half-width doors, and lined on both sides on the inside are like canned goods shelves, and there are a few cans in there. I mean, just briefly looking at them, they're not old. They're like recently expired, like in the last month. There is, however, another door here. That door is in the floor.
Ooh, floor door.
Okay. Well, then we can open it up.
Pull it up. There's a set of stairs going down, and there is light down there. And this is where the light suddenly goes off.
Yeah.
We know you're down there, flicking those light switches. Come out. We're just a film crew.
Chad, you go first.
Sure, why not?
Okay. It's dark now, though. You want to descend down the stairs? Do you got any form of light?
I should have, let me see if I wrote it on my sheet here. I got a flashlight, yeah.
Okay. Turn on your flashlight and go down. It's rather narrow down here. If Chad is a tall man, like over 6 feet tall, you're gonna have to stoop a little bit. There's only about 6 feet worth of space down here, and it looks like it was kind of like a storage room. There's various boxes, cleaning supplies are on a small shelf down here, but in the back, there are several mattresses thrown on the floor. There's a big TV screen on like a TV cart. There's like a little fondue kit on the floor that's got chocolate and marshmallows like laid around it. Yeah. Let's see. The other thing you hear is something in the far corner where your flashlight's not quite lighting up. You hear something bang. It sounds like a door closing.
Are there any steps accompany that?
You head off in that direction. Fake news while you're watching. the doors to that root cellar. So it's like there are the doors that are meant to open down the middle, right? And it had a chain and a padlock through both ends, so you couldn't open it. The whole thing moves over, so like as if it were one piece. The whole thing hinges out,
Yeah.
and this very
Brilliant.
unsteady person in a trench coat, a really big floppy hat, kind of comes up the stairs, closes the door, and starts to waddle your way. He's particularly tall, like maybe 6.5 feet tall, kind of hard to tell. Shoulders are kind of narrow, and it has this really short, shuffling gait as it kind of moves across the grass and starts heading over to where that electrical cord is.
Okay.
So let's see if you stay hidden. You got any kind of skills in hiding yourself?
Stealth, yes.
Okay, roll it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That'll be a versus roll.
All right. I get a stealth is dex. Oh, I get a +5.
Okay.
I'm gonna use another survival point.
Why not?
Oh no. Okay, I got a 10.
You got a 10. Okay. All right. So figure and the trench coat and the hat goes over to the wall, starts looking around, and head turns in your direction. You see he's got sunglasses on. You see he's got just a small nose. And he kind of opens his mouth to hiss, and you see a mouthful of teeth. Meanwhile, somewhere around the stomach area, a set of hands come out and plug the outlet back in, and then go back inside the coat.
I just kind of call out to him. You like I Love Lucy?
Hey, Vicky, I'm home. No, say Lucy, I'm home.
Lucy, I'm home. La.
You watch the Lucy. You like the Desi Arnaz.
I love Lucy.
Yeah. You let us watch them. You just leave this here. You leave this
if-
cord. You leave the
Yeah.
magic cord alone.
Yeah, if that's I just wanted to meet you. I'm so sorry to interrupt.
I leave you some of your currency. Here.
Wait, no.
No
No
he drops
currency.
a $50 bill on the ground.
We brought you snacks.
Wow.
Little Debbie.
Well, you got the Little Debbie. Those are conjuring words. Those are
I
magic
have-
words.
Listen, can I approach you? Is it
No,
mean
you
no
stay
harm.
away. You're a filthy human.
I can stay over
Smell.
here, but can we talk? Can we go inside
I don't like the light.
Can we go inside your home and talk?
Hold on a minute.
Okay.
You hear two voices.
Mm.
One high, one low.
Okay, we talk.
I have
He starts moving over to the house again in this like bizarre shuffling gait. Meanwhile, Blutarski, so you find a set of stairs going up. And you see the underside of the root cellar. So root cellar comes down into here, and sure enough, there are shelves lined with like some muslin bags. So you can see potatoes, the eyes of potatoes growing through the bags, so they've been left here a while. There's some mason jars on the shelf. Pretty sure some of these are moonshine. Some of them are preserves that have been here for a long time. You also see there's a bunch of clothing. There's a box of clothing here, like it was bought at a Goodwill or maybe stolen from laundry lines. Just a bunch of different clothing mismatched.
Does it smell like it's been sitting there for a while?
No, it smells clean.
Okay, I'm gonna look through it.
Okay.
Just
It's
kinda-
mismatched. Small shirts, large pants, lots of jeans. You don't find socks or sneakers or any kind of shoes. Just shirts and pants.
Huh.
As the light would have come back on, once you plugged it in, I'll be going down to the...
So the lights come back on.
Yeah, I'll be going down to the cellar.
And you see the orange outlet cord has been snaked through a hole in the foundation. It's just dropping here, and it's connected to an unsafe looking octopus of connections plugged into it. The television set, there's a radio, several lights. There's a little like coffee burner. Yeah, it's a cozy little nest.
Okay.
Then you hear fake news right outside, and you hear a guttural voice going, "Okay, we talk. You shouldn't be here, but we'll talk. You got the little Debbies, so yeah, we'll talk for some little Debbies." The door is thrown open. Sunlight comes in, and you see a man in a trench coat and a floppy hat looking down. He's like, "Ah!" He turns to you, fake news, and says, "You lie, you tricksy!" And he pulls out a fork and a knife out from underneath his sleeves, and then out of the middle of the coat, another set of steak knives come out.
No, they have the snacks.
You lie!
Show them the box of little Debbies.
I need a roll here. There's going to be combat going on.
Who actually has the snacks?
Oh,
I don't think anybody brought the snacks in yet.
No.
Fake, give me some kind of charisma check here to calm them down.
All right. How about a 13? Am I close enough to Lars to make that a 14?
You're close enough to Lars, but a 14 won't do it. So he attacks.
Okay. Wait, can I survival?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
He attacks harder.
Roll initiative.
All right. Initiative. I get a bonus to that, I'm pretty sure. Yep, I get a +4 total.
Oof.
So I roll an 18.
Wow.
Oh, well, it can't roll that high. Yeah. It's going to attack you. What do you want to do?
I want to distance myself so I'm out of range. I want to keep my hands up, non-threatening. I just want to be like, no, they have the snacks down there. I promise. We were just exploring. We saw the cord.
So you back up. He doesn't believe you, though. It kind of looks down and sees the people down there, and you can definitely see another head in the middle, kind of poking out now, looking around. It's got a kind of a green mottled texture to his face. Eyes are huge and wide, and he's like, "Flee! We have to flee!"
We're friends with the sheriff.
That's not necessarily a good thing.
Yeah.
So just do these look from the description from when we get translated. Are they the elves we've seen? And we go, oh wait a minute, that's not what that was described to us. Or are they more like the kobolds and stuff?
Yeah, they're two goblins in a trench coat.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking we want to do the trade with the elves, not with goblins. So not that we can't trade with goblins, just that we're here to trade with elves.
Yeah, so unfortunately you fail the roll. So it flees. And actually, the one goblin jumps off the shoulders of the other one and starts running with the end of the jacket kind of flapping behind. The other one's just got the big boots on. He's trying to run with these boots that are half its own height. They both have sunglasses on. All right. Yeah. So that happened.
solves that
There's some
mystery.
VHS tapes down here. The TV back on, and they're watching Remington Steele. Actually, is what's on right now.
Great show. Love that show. Yeah.
Box of blank tapes and a box of equally filled tapes.
Yeah, VCR hooked up, ready to go to record everything.
Okay. What are you guys gonna do?
So the basement then, I guess, where they were living. If we're down there now, so
Okay.
if there's anything, I mean, they're getting $50 every time from somewhere, so
Everybody give me spot rolls that are going to search down here then.
I'm just going to film them. I'm going to film them watching, so I don't think I'll spot. I'll film them.
I'll
Chad
join it.
Chad's somewhere else.
No, Chad, you're there. You're downstairs. You can
I got a rock.
get a rock.
15.
No, it's you are distracted by the television. You're like, oh, I haven't seen this episode.
Oh no, I half remember that episode. Well, I think it was. Oh yeah, that's really good.
It's the one where the guy does the thing.
Yeah, yeah. I seem
Bill,
to
what
remember
did you roll?
something.
15.
15. Okay. And Lars, what did you get?
I'm filming them, so I didn't assume.
So you're just the whole thing going on. Okay. Well,
Eventually be done by, oh, you've been shown, but maybe still going to get you for copyright infringement.
right. Chad, you find a stack of $50 bills, and there's like a card laying on top with a phone number.
How old does the card look?
Fairly new. It's been crumpled up a little bit, but look old.
Hey, guys, check this out.
Yeah, there's like
Just a
several
minute, there's a break
$100.
coming up.
Actually, it's about $1,000 in 50s.
What do you guys want to do with this?
What were you saying? Sorry, there's a break now. Quickly. What-
I found
what is
$1,000
it?
in cash. What do you want to do with it? It has a card on top of it that has a name, or does it have a name on it?
It's a phone number.
Just a phone number.
Do we think they're coming back?
I mean, if I left $1,000 somewhere, I'd come back for it.
Yeah. Well, we can leave it here for now and search the rest of the place and just see if they haven't come back. We might as well take it in because finders keepers.
Yeah.
Possession is 19th of the law. But for the moment, I think we just leave it there. I don't. It's a lot of money. It's cha-ching, but
the money.
Mhm.
Looking at the serial numbers, is it sequential?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
oh,
when you hold it up to the light, does it have "this is a fake" written on it in crayons?
Actually, Professor Dunhill, this would maybe fall under your thing. If you want to make me actually, just make me a spot roll. That's good enough for you.
Unfortunately.
I mean, I don't
Well,
even
given
know.
how well you're spotting, yeah.
I don't even have. I don't know what that comes under. What is that? Is that wisdom?
It's a wisdom,
Or
wisdom
yeah, that
bonus.
is-
Yeah, and
then,
you might
yeah,
have.
There you go. There's
points.
a roll of a 4.
Yeah.
So there you go.
No.
That tells you everything.
As far as you know, yeah, it looks real. The numbers are sequential. That could tell you something, maybe. But
I get out the 50 that we got from the card.
no,
and compare the
completely
two.
different. Yeah, no, nowhere close. And also, these bills look new, whereas the 50 that was in the is it's crisp, but you can see it's been handled.
Yeah. Maybe somebody's printing these. Maybe we're set for life, or until they change the 50. We can call up the number and see on the other end at some point. I guess.
Just use your mobile again.
Yeah. Yep.
Imaginary mobile.
Well, they had mobile phones back then, but like we'd need like
You need a car
yeah,
because it would be attached to your car. Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
sounded like you were talking on a tin can with a string attached.
Hey, well, the technology at the time, though, was a hell of an improvement. It was amazing. what you could do.
All right. Yeah. News, you're still out. You're still out top. Actually, you came down because you saw the TV. So yeah, the two goblins in the trench coat just
Ran
beat
off.
it. They ran.
We're not looking for people that short. We want the elves, which I would have thought would be taller.
There was 2 of them stacked up on top of each other. Pretty sure they were Fae. They had the teeth.
Yeah, but were they elves? I don't know.
They weren't the pretty fae.
No, they're not they weren't as nice or pretty looking.
Let's keep looking, and we're after the pretty ones. This is TV. We only want attractive people.
Hey,
Damn it.
this is not the stream for your short stack goblin fetishes. So,
Man,
But it could be.
but it could be.
Could be if you're brave enough.
Yeah. Nothing else seems to be happening. You found, electricity's running down here to this nice little den, but you don't see anything like scary or anything down here. It's like, it's all set up for creature comforts. Everything's clean though, which is kind of odd. Like even the mattresses look like an attempt was made to clean them.
Can I give a roll? As in, there's something that I'm going to do. Just to check over the electronics to make sure it's not going to suddenly spark up and burst into flame or something.
Oh no, you don't have to roll for that. That octopus of connections going to the one little outlet is just a fire waiting to happen.
Is there something I can see easy to do to make it safe, or is it just going to be no? As long as you got one thing.
It's just overloaded. There's so much connected to it. You can unplug it.
What is connected to it then?
VHS player, big color television, a little like oven sort of thing where you would heat water, whatever the things are called. Radio, an electric blanket. What else would be connected to it? Oh, there's a record player and a stereo, a bunch of cassette tapes. And remember, it's like one outlet that they just shoved like this adapter to, so they got everything else plugged into it.
Yeah, that's going to cause a fire, and I'm surprised it hasn't already burned down.
You know what, guys? Stay here for a minute. I'll be right back. I'm going to go to the hardware store.
Oh,
it doesn't matter what adapter you get, unless you get a heavy-duty cord and a heavy-duty connector. You're not. This is not the problem.
I want to get a surge protector.
That's only going to go so far.
Maybe a luck check, high or low, roll a d100.
High, baby, and it's high.
So you just see the trench-coated goblins put down the phone in the phone booth. It's just right outside of the hardware store, and then they kind of run away after that.
I don't know what's wrong with it.
Where does he run to? What direction?
Just across the street into the forest.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go in and just buy a surge protector. Maybe, just ask him, listen, we saw the hookup down there and it's really not safe. Is there any other things you might recommend so there's no electrical fire that's tied to the business? Just between us.
He takes the cheap circuit breaker you have out of your hands and gives you a better one. Just take this.
There we go, because that's your job on the line if it catches on fire, dude.
Just take this.
I got you. Thank you. All right. Go back, get the good thing, get it all set up.
In the meantime, what have you guys been doing? So, Chad, you guys turned the place over. There's nothing horrific. There's nothing out of the ordinary other than the stack of $50 bills.
I really want to but I think that's a bad idea.
What do you want to do, Chad?
I'm going to put the money back.
Okay.
I'm just someone leaving that much money around. It's not going to be like a little kid, It's going to be like a biker gang or something. What else do I see in the room?
That's it. Bunch of entertainment stuff, clothing, some mattresses, lots of junk food.
Anything weird on the ceiling?
On the ceiling? No, it's just a low ceiling. It's the ceiling's 6 feet from floor to ceiling. So if you're taller than 6 feet, you're having to stoop a little bit.
Yeah, that's a little confining.
I'll wait here for Fake if you two want to go up and start looking around the other levels of the hotel.
Yeah, we should look up because it doesn't seem like there's much here.
Not anymore.
All right. So 3 floors. You got a key for one of the rooms on the second floor, and then you were told that one of the rooms on the third floor on 5 was they stopped renting it out because too many guests were complaining about things that happened in the room. Do you want to check out those specific rooms, or do you want to just kind of look around in general?
Yeah, let's check out those specific rooms. I'd like to do that.
Okay.
Sounds like a good idea.
So the rooms are locked, at least most of them. Some of them just open just as you're going through getting to the one room. The rooms have all been stripped of everything. An occasional room here or there still has like a bed, and this is obviously where they pulled the mattresses from. Like the box springs are still there, but the mattresses are missing. Some of them still have like dresser drawers, that sort of thing. The room that you have the key to, which was locked, you unlock it, and the room is still intact. At least if you were a guest of this hotel, 15 years ago, this is the room that you walk into. It's a 4-poster bed, king sized, very nice looking. Window would overlook the larger part of town. Would have been a very nice view, but very little else here. Like there's a closet which is opened and it's empty. There's a bedside dresser. Open it up, look inside. There's a Bible in there, Gideon Bible, which is very common. There's an intercom system, not a phone system, but an intercom system here in the wall. It's a radio, and it's also like you can call the front desk, you imagine is what the buttons are for. But nothing else. It would have been a nice
like in the drawers.
Say that again.
Anything in the drawers like that would have been left behind by somebody?
The only thing left behind is a copy of a Gideon Bible.
I'm going to just flip through it real quick to make sure there's nothing stuck.
In the Gideon Bible, there's a bookmark for the Mormon temple. Sorry.
All right. I don't know. Let's go somewhere else.
The other room, it was the mysterious room 5 on the 3rd floor.
I
First thing you
really
notice,
want to check that out. I really do.
Yeah. So the first thing you notice on that one is that there is a floor mat in front of the door. It does not match the rest of the decor at all. It actually looks kind of new. It's one of these that are coarse, that are meant to get like boot grime off your shoes.
Okay. What's in it? Like what is there anything under it?
Okay, you open it or move it. Nothing under it, but it does have like muddy, loamy dirt in it. Kind of like very rich kind of dirt, like from very fertile soil.
Okay.
Door is open.
I'm gonna go in.
Okay. This is devoid of furniture. The only thing that's still in the room is like one of these blackout curtains covering the where the window is. The window here is still boarded up on the outside, and the blackout curtains are definitely a newer thing. But there's nothing else in the room. Now, both of you guys can make me magic saves, please.
Oh shit. Okay.
That'd be fine. I'm the only one that fails.
And we're rolling. We got to roll over the save, right?
Under.
Under.
That's all under. You want low, basically.
Okay.
Well, that's not under my number.
Not under mine either.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
You both step into the room, and you're suddenly in a cave. Cave goes down. It's kind of moist and damp, and you can hear screaming coming from down the cavern below you.
Can we
Follow
get
Chad.
out of the room?
Say that again, Jed.
Can we step back out of the room?
So you took a step forward. You were in a room, and now you're in a tunnel. Explain to me exactly what you mean by stepping back.
I'm gonna step back and see if I exit.
No. Like, walk me through it. Like, how do you do it? Like, you just walk backwards. You turn around.
No, I just move backwards. I don't
Just
look.
move backwards.
Yeah.
Make me another magic roll.
Okay. Not at all.
Okay. He's disappears, Professor.
No, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. I try as well. Then I guess I take a step backwards.
All right, make me a magic check.
No.
All right, you're back in the room.
What the? Well, that was an interesting experience, wasn't it, Chad? Yes, I thoroughly welcome this kind of experience. I think we should get the experiences all together. Yeah.
So we're out of the room now.
Well, you're back in the room now, I should say.
Back in the room. I'm
Yeah.
out of the cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Are we in the room or are we in the cave?
You're in the
I'm
room.
sorry.
now.
Are we in the room or are we standing outside the doorway?
You're in the room.
Right. So it was just a random point in the room that we happened to.
Give me a spot check. No, give me a spot check.
Well, having already rolled, like 2 high numbers, I expect this to be like a 3 or something. No? Okay.
It's pretty good. Well, other than the fact that this used to have like carpeting over it, you do notice that the boards look odd in here. Like they're not the same timber as the woods that you see, the wood that you saw in the rest of the place after the carpets were removed. Those were nice, well cut, good floorboards. These are kind of rough timbers that were beneath. You can see the outline. There was a carpet on top of them, but they're much rougher. Honestly, reminds you of kind of like maybe wood that was reclaimed from like an old barn or something, or an older structure that was just used because maybe they ran out of wood and they were trying to cheap out. You don't know, but it doesn't fit the rest of the architecture of the house.
okay.
Okay. Somebody. Nice wooden flooring.
Nice wooden floor. Good wooden floor. Stay exactly where you are on the floor. Don't become a cave.
Is it? I assume it is nailed down or something.
You want to check it out? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's properly fastened down. It's nailed into a floorboard. It was sanded. It's not completely rough, but you can see that it was burned or scorched at one point in certain places. Like there's marks that the fire was
All right.
put to it.
Nobody, or at least there's no record that we had anybody who was in the room underneath this complaining. So either whatever this is only extends a couple of inches, or maybe the ceiling blocks it. What useless magic that would be. I think we should get the others, as we found something.
Subject
Because,
Lars,
if we can do this with the camera.
Fake news comes back. You guys have been putting the outlet back together, getting Lars's help, getting everything plugged back in.
Yeah. If you use this with a chewing gum on the fuse thing, you have to worry about the fuse blowing.
There's some weird stuff in that other room, man.
Yeah.
I don't know
We
what
went
it
up to
is.
the haunted room and I don't know. Either we
There's a
both
cave
saw
under the mat.
Yeah.
All you guys hear the sound of a motorcycle outside. Very loud. The potato sound of a Harley Davidson. For those of you that are motorcycle aficionados, that sound is patented. Like really, it's patented. Comes to a stop. Must have parked like right out the front door.
Yeah.
Odd. Should we go and get the box of stuff before we go up?
I mean, I
take
don't
the
think this
other-
is their place. I mean, the where we went.
Hmm.
I think it's somewhere else.
No. I'm ignoring the fact that there's a motorcycle right outside until
Yeah,
they come and
I know.
annoy us.
All right. So are you going upstairs then, Lars?
Yeah, well, we'll go up to the main floor and then start probably head. I would go and start heading up upstairs.
Right.
But I
Okay. Fair much. Roll me a d6.
okay. Oh, I don't have that as a defined macro. 1.
Yeah, you're surprised. Biker rounds a corner.
The price attacks are made at -2 against me.
Okay. Good enough. He
I
missed
don't know.
anyway. But a biker rounds the corner with a very large-looking revolver in hand and fires a round off that would have been your head, but you tripped on that last step. This
Ah!
head blows a hole in the wall.
Oops.
It's like a
Jesus.
6'2" guy, leathered up, long, grizzly beard. He's got the head wrap on that would be underneath the helmet. He's got chains at his side. He's got this big handgun out, this just cannon of a pistol. Everybody hears that. Like, it's really loud inside here.
Yeah.
What's your reaction? So actually, no. Let's have initiative now. It's by side. So why don't you go ahead and roll?
What's your roll for initiative?
I think it's a D6. I think it's by. Hold on, let me make sure again. It's been so long since we've done this.
Yeah, I can't remember. We don't do combat, generally speaking. We just try to avoid it.
Yeah, D6, and what add the highest dex bonus you have by your side, because we're gonna do it by side. So who's got the best dex bonus on your side?
That might be me.
I've got a +1.
We'll go with that. Do a D6 +1 then.
I've got a +3.
Oh no, take his.
Oh, I gotta-
Yeah.
Okay, so what am I? Just D20? Add the 3?
No. I'll let Lars roll. It's a D6, but he'll add your +3.
Wow. That sucks. That's the worst we could do.
So they go first. Still, all right. So he reacquires the target and tries to blow your head off again.
Yay.
It's not a surprise shot this time. Now that you know he's here. That beats your armor class, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure too.
Yeah. It's not a critical. Let's see.
Armor 11.
Yeah, are you wearing anything that counts as armor?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Oh, I had that many hit points. How many do I have now?
Less.
No, if he does enough damage with fairly decent sized revolver, it could kill me. Can you spend survival points on living?
7 points of damage.
Ow! That's a big meaty chunk blown out of me.
Mm-hmm. You guys can act now.
Ah,
Yeah, what is that?
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know where we were in relation.
So
to
you
it.
could. So Lars was
we were
going up the
going down as
stairs.
I guess we were
You,
coming down with him because we're not. We're going
you
up.
could leave by the double doors going out into the lawn, because that's the only other exit you have down here.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lars,
I feel backwards.
yeah.
I feel backwards. Yeah!
Now you do notice down here on that trap door, there is like a little toggle that you can lock that trap door down here.
All right. Well, I'm going forwards. I'm going to go up
Okay.
and shout through the doorway at him.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll call that. Yeah, that'll be distraction. All right. What else are you guys going to do, Lars? You went back down the stairs. Did you say you locked the door?
I went back down. I
Jack
sort of
goes
felt
outside. Fake news. What are you doing?
Gosh. I'm at a loss of what to do, honestly. I'm like brain farting so hard.
it's not a mythical monster. I don't know how to beat it up.
Standing around doing nothing, going, humans.
Yeah. Well, let's see. What can I see from where I'm at now in this basement?
You see his motorcycle parked outside, and why don't you make me a spot check? Just you.
Okay.
Just you.
Spot. That's a 14. Oh, is Lars nearby or no? He's
He
too
is.
far
Oh
away.
yeah, I'm
No,
not
he's
next to him.
close.
15.
The motorcycle's like it's one of these where it's got the long handles on it, the long forks up front. The front of the bike kind of lulls your way, and just for a minute, you see the head of a horse kind of look over at you, and then it's a motorcycle again.
Hmm.
So, like, it was for a moment a horse and then
Mhm.
became a motorcycle?
Mm-hmm.
Was it like a normal horse or
It was
like
quite large horse, like just solid black, ebony black.
was there possibly like flames or anything?
Might have been some flames.
Can I roll a knowledge occult paranormal to see if this is a nightmare? Not that I would know in character.
You can roll it. I mean, you can actually. It doesn't matter what you roll. You can think that or not. It's up to you. Yeah.
It's gonna be, let's see, knowledge paranormal will be a 13.
Again, I mean, maybe you've heard of such things.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I have salt.
you have salt.
Where is everybody in directional distance from me?
Right behind you.
Everybody? We're all
Yeah.
gathered?
Yeah.
Wait,
All right.
Actually, Chad's already out. Chad's
I
the
left.
first one who said he's out. So you're right behind Chad, and everyone else is behind you. You guys are going up through those double doors that were where the chain and the lock was.
And
Wait.
he's at the top, the
No.
motorcycle.
No,
Professor,
the motorcycle's on the street.
Oh!
Yeah,
No.
not close.
I
no,
went
no,
up
no,
to
no,
the
good,
we were
no.
shot at from
no.
inside.
Oh, I thought you
Wait,
said
right-
you came back down and you're going out the other exit. Sorry. So where
No.
are you, Professor
Look,
Dudnell?
Lars got shot at. Where did Lars get shot at from?
In the kitchen. So like you were coming
Right,
up out
yeah.
of that little closet. So Lars
so,
got
yeah,
shot
and
out.
Lars
in the
came
kitchen.
back down.
Yes.
So I went back. I went up.
Okay. You went up. All right.
I went up there.
All right.
I'm going to shout at him and talk to him.
Okay,
through
yeah. What do you want to
this.
say?
That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What you doing shooting at us? What? We haven't done anything. What's going on? I thought we had
Wait, no.
an agreement with you guys.
Yeah,
or
there we go.
whatever.
That's what I was looking for. So we'll go out of combat turns for a minute when you said thought you had agreement. Is he says, "Who do you serve?"
I don't. What?
All right. He starts leveling the gun down at you again. What agreement are you talking about?
We were delivering supplies to, I don't know.
He puts the gun away when you say that. He's like, "Oh, you're the mortals that made the deal. All right. Where's the goods?"
In the car, I think.
Kind of looks out the
Man.
window. It's like sticks his head out the door. It's like, okay, we'll make good on the deal. Go get the goods. Put it in the room.
Which room? The room with the cave?
He was waiting for you to just a little bit of a test. He nods. It's like, okay. He kind of just reclines on the door like he's eased up a little bit. He pulls out a cigar, lights it, and just waits. He still has the gun in his hand, just kind of loosely held.
All right. Well, I motion at the others to come up as well, I guess.
Okay.
I'm going up there.
Yep.
That guy shot me.
Yeah, you
I
got a bullet
mean,
hole in you.
But you're a cameraman, right? We need to get this on camera. Film through the pain. I don't know.
All right, yeah. So all of you guys at the front of the building, your car's out here.
Oh my god, that's physical evidence that we have that something happened here. That's so great.
What,
Well
me
done,
getting-
Lars. Well done.
me
I'm
getting
sure you'll get a
shot?
bonus for this.
Yes, because yes, very supernaturally, I got shot. Yes, never before has a supernatural person ever shot someone.
I mean, ghosts using guns.
Fake news.
That's
What are you
amazing.
doing?
That's a new thing. Jeez. All right.
Fake, what are you doing? Everyone's up here now.
Everybody's up. I'm gonna go up and he's shooting at us?
No, he's not.
No. Okay. I heard something about shooting, so I was like, wait, what?
No, Lars was shot. Just a small flesh wound.
Who shot Lars? Hold on.
You know,
The biker dude.
Okay, he
Can you
did
still
shoot
hear
him.
me?
Okay, that's why I was like, what? Shit. If he's shooting, I don't know what to do with salt then.
It's not currently shooting.
Okay. Like, who are you?
Oh, you want to go and talk to him?
Yeah.
All right. He's got a cigar in his mouth. Again, the gun is still in his hand, but it's just kind of loose. And
We just
he's
wanna
like,
talk.
look, I'm the Fey representative here. You bullshit deal you guys made for snacks. I don't think they understand how things work around here. We've got money here. We can buy as much of that crap as we want, but a deal's a deal.
I thought the sheriff was the representative for the Fae.
He's your representative.
Oh. So you're the representative from their side and you come over here? So
That's
you're
how
like,
it started. Then we figured out this whole deal you guys got going over here. Money,
just bringing the
drugs.
snacks? Money and
Yeah.
drugs? What? Wait, what?
What do you think? All the Fae just like snacks and television? Is
No,
that
they
what
like beer and cigars and
Yeah, we like heroin and cash too.
do you?
It's all
Wait.
sensation, right? It's all new.
Do we still have a thing from the biker gang, the symbol thing? There was like a little. We have.
Oh
like
yeah, it's that gang.
It is that gang.
It is
Okay,
that gang.
you're with that gang.
It's kind of nuts.
Okay.
He takes his bandana off, which shows his pointy ears.
Oh.
there we go.
Could we? I mean, could we interview you for our flick?
He starts,
Nice.
he starts laughing.
I love it.
I guess. Why not?
I mean, it's
Why
not
not?
like nobody's gonna. It's not like anybody's gonna believe us. If
Look.
anything, at this point, it's gonna be like a cult thing.
The people on that other side, my liege, my betters, he's really scoffing at this, don't understand what goes on this side. They see the basic, they get hooked up in the entertainment, the glitz, the sugar. Sugar is something very special, but it's a snack. They just don't know. So those of us that came through first, the expeditionary force, let's just say we've gone native. We understand how power works. We understand how cash works. Now drugs buys us both. This, and he point to the box that you're bringing in. They think that this is all this is. Just piddly little shit like this. They have no idea. No idea. But you've made a deal with my lord. So fulfill your bargain and I'll leave.
Okay. So we got the box of snacks and over in the car.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Well, one of you is probably holding it now.
Okay. Chad, put the cosmic brownie back.
Alright, really good.
So
Hey,
you
look,
want
it's
this-
a lot more comfortable downstairs. I could put on some tunes. You want to interview me? Fine. Let's have an interview.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I fixed your power situation down there, so it's less of an electrical hazard.
Yeah. I was a little concerned at that. But
Yeah,
it's not my life.
we got you a good surge protector in there.
All right. Look. I got to report back in soon, but I got about a half an hour I can spare you. Let's talk. Go drop off the snacks for the gobos. That's
All right.
what we call just the commoners. I don't know if you figured out the hierarchy over there yet or not, We got the Golden Boys at the top.
Mm.
And then the commoners. It's everyone else.
Are the Golden Boys the Harpers and Lees?
No. The Harpers and Lees they're yours. They're Fey touch mortals. They made pacts long ago with much darker beings. Not even from where we come from. There are layers. There are layers.
So theirs is more of a generational thing.
Well, you should know. You've made a pact with something. I can you.
Yeah, I kind of didn't know what to do and offered some moonshine to a thing that was about to kill me, and it worked out. So
One of the less darklings, probably.
it was the big guy with the bulgy, muscly body and the deer head.
He's still around.
Yeah.
Okay. I used to go out drinking with him. He's all right. And he kind of looks over at Professor and he'll kind of stop smoking a cigar for a moment and says, "What have you gotten into?" That's
So many things.
something new.
They're all good.
He kind of traces around you with his cigar. And for just a moment, you can see like that there are lines of some kind of force that just kind of bind you, like crisscrossing you, like a you know what a cat's cradle is with the string
Yep.
that you, right? Yeah, it's
I
just
understand what you mean.
covering you. You're bound to something, but I don't know who that belongs to. He kind of touches the string that kind of is around you. Doesn't make physical contact with you, but your whole body just tingles for a moment. He's like, huh.
Do that again. Ooh.
Yeah, tingly. All right. He turns on the radio, finds a rock, puts it on low, finds a chair to sit in. I ask your questions. Lars is still bleeding all over the place. He hands you his head wrap to wrap your arm up with.
I've still got some moonshine, and I'll offer some to Lars if he wants to take the edge off.
Yeah, sure. It's
Anyone
not
have
like
first aid that actually wants to do
Yeah.
some first aid on
I
Lars?
was going to say, well, if Lars is not needed for the camping here, and Faye is the one asking the questions, then yeah, I can.
He only
take
needs
care
one
of
arm to aim the camera.
Lars.
Yeah, well, I can also set it up on a tripod as well to stabilize the shot or set it up on something.
I will give you an attempt to bandage you up.
I have a +3 to first aid. Is yours better?
No.
Can we both try, or can one of us
No,
assist?
you can only benefit from one person's, but you can help each other if you want.
But he's only got a
Okay.
limited amount of time here, so
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
only
You
doing
you
it
can
while
either
you were-
interview or you can first aid. It's kind of hard to do both.
Yeah. The
Oh,
other flip
so
side is that
You patch him up, and then I guess I'll interview.
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
flip side is if we can make it tonight without me dying, then I'm fully healed up by time anyway. So keep it off.
All right.
Oh, I got to tell you, your film camera there, it may not capture the things well. Just so you know, it's why the FBI can't seem to bug us just on film. Yeah, we know about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really wanting like people to look into you guys.
I'm sure they do, but they also
Also
think that they're
really
dealing
want
with
the
a
French
mortal
stuff.
bike gang.
Right. Which we are very aware at this point that you're not, which we weren't really looking to dig further. They've reached out to us. I'll be 100% transparent with you about that. We're not
Hold on.
really looking to dig
So he
into
puts a
it.
hand up, and on the radio is playing some Ozzy Osbourne. He's like, "I love this group."
Oh,
All right.
I love this song.
So what does it
Shot in the dark.
give me for first aid?
Well, hold on a second. We'll patch you up after, but I just need to know if it was
Okay.
a success or not, or if he killed you. No,
Yeah.
you're okay. Yeah, you passed. You got a 20. All good.
A 20, yeah.
We'll ask your questions. That would be you, Fake.
Yeah, interviewing.
I know. Now I'm like, oh fuck. What do I want to ask? Okay, so for the record of our audience, tell us who you work for on the other side.
Well, the king and the queen of the court, of course.
The court of, for people that don't know,
The Fey court, I guess you people call it.
the Fey court.
There you have other names for us.
Hmm.
The
Like
Dunedain, elves,
fairies,
fairies,
goblins, gremlins.
Honestly, we just inhabit a dimension that's adjacent to yours.
Like in between, almost.
There's something else in between. Let's just say adjacent.
Okay. What is your role in this?
Well, we were sent here when some scientists of yours breached the barrier between our world.
Was
We
that
came through as an
the
expeditionary force.
corporation? God, what was the name of it? It starts with a V.
He digs around in his pocket and he throws you like a patch.
The German thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Falkenberg.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would remember in character the name. We just learned that name like yesterday or whatever. Yeah, so that corporation, how did they breach it?
Oh, they were working on some kind of technology. This place is rife with energies that your folks don't understand. And to be honest, we have shunned the use of a long time ago.
Shun the uses? Is there
Call
consequences?
it dark magic, if you will. It's not really what it is. It's more of a science, honestly, but it taps into, I told you our place, my world is adjacent to yours, and that there was something in between. Well, this is what's in between.
Bloodworth.
No, the energies that are in Bloodworth. The in between has leaked here, grown tendrils here, and it's been doing it for, well, thousands of your years. But there are things that live in the in between that we don't like to deal with. But some people here do. Hoopers, the Lees, they made pacts with things from the in between a long time ago.
Long time ago would be in
This
our
place was
year.
first settled by your people.
Do you know the year?
Your time is still not. It doesn't line up well with ours. It 10, 20 of your generations.
And what do some of your regular duties involve? Like
My duties.
yeah, like being the in between. What do you do?
We send back reports with the commoners. The goblins is a name that some of you use for them. Look, we Fae. We have a lot of powers that are beyond what you have access to, but what we don't have is a lot of creativity. We kind of rely on other beings for that. And your world is full of interesting things.
Like Lucy. So do you ever work as like an enforcer for them versus just information?
There, and he just chuckles a little bit. Look, they're clueless. They're clueless. They have no idea what this world really has to offer. They're stuck on the idea of basic entertainment. Music is great, of course. Your television, your shows are amazing. Your junk food. We don't have sugar over there. We have nectar. It's not the same. And caffeine. It's amazing.
Yes, it is. I love my morning coffee. When did the awakening of this realization happen for you personally? You seem to be on another level above the
Look, there
Fae
was a
that I've
strike force.
encountered.
5 of us came across to find out what this doorway was into your world. We slew a lot of these scientists when we came through. They were holding objects we didn't understand. We assumed they were weapons.
Hmm.
They managed to capture us, detain us, enough that we were able to work out your language.
And so you just over time through exposure to our world and being here often is what kind of opened
Often we
your eyes,
haven't
you
left
say?
since we've been here. We've been here the entire time since
You
then.
you haven't gone back.
No, if we went back, we'd have to explain what else there is here. Do you want your world to be conquered? Do you want the commoners, the trolls, wyverns, dragons? Do you want them here? We don't.
You don't.
No. There'll be less of this fascinating entertainment for us if your world ended.
So you are so you're working like a double agent almost because you work for the Fae, but you're also trying to keep them on their side.
We're limiting their exposure to what can be found here. Let's put it that way.
So you're protecting us.
We're protecting our interests here. We like it here.
Okay. And when what's the long-term goal for you? I mean, it seems you have your own interests in this, and I'm fascinated
You assume
to
there's
know
a
this.
goal to, there's not.
You
We
just
want to live here.
you
We want
just
to
want to
experience as much
exist.
as we can. We want the freedom. We don't want all the obligations and bonds that we owe fealty to on the other side.
Hmm.
We
So
have freedom here. There, even though we're part of the shining host, we're still slaves.
because you're not the golden
We're not the
ones.
king, the queen, or their court.
I see. I see. Um, gosh. Any other guys, do you have any questions? Any thoughts that you want to ask?
Is this guy the source of the drugs the FBI care about?
Oh, yeah.
That I kind of figured that was a given with the heroin part. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, they're going to try and get in your way a lot.
It's not really about the drugs. It's about the money the drugs can acquire. We found out pretty quickly that money can get us just about anything over here.
This is true. This is a very currency focused world that we live in. Is there a message that you would like to leave for the viewers out there in the world who believe and seek out the supernatural things out there? Is there something you want to tell the people on our side here?
I don't think you entirely get it. Me and my gang,
Mm.
we're just visitors here. The dark stuff you call ghosts, supernatural, that's all yours. That's all.
They're
That has
separate.
nothing to do with us.
Right. But what about the Fae?
Some of the Fae come through, sure.
Right. Is there like words of advice to leave our viewers that are less educated than yourself on this, or
He laughs. He's like, don't travel alone. Carry gifts.
it's very smart knowledge, things that we've learned in our as well.
He's got to get his smoke is in the air again as he's going to waving it around. This place, these mountains are old. As I said, things from the in-between have been growing their tendrils here for a very long time. There's a deeper rot here than has anything to do with us.
Is there something we could be doing about that, or are we just posed?
He kind of shrugs. Not really my department.
Hmm. But surely you have insight.
I know that your families, the Lees and the Hoopers here, are causing it to spread. They're cutting deals. They're unsealing things that should be left alone.
I see. How do we stop it?
How do you stop any mortal? He kind of cocks the gun and points it at you.
It's a
The
good
good old-fashioned massacre.
Actually, I kind of whisper to him, can you point the gun at the camera for dramatic effects for the viewers? Hey, yeah, perfect.
Hey, no, hey, away from me.
It's for the shot. It's for the shot.
All right. So getting close to time. Is there anything specific you want to ask him?
Guys, anything?
Well, what he's going to ask of you guys, so you know, is like, hey, keep up the pretense. Yeah, snacks and goodies. That's what this world is good for. Sure, bring all the snacks and goodies you want. No reason to explore further.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We'd like to get in touch. I don't know what
We know how to get in touch. Now we know who they are. So.
Yeah. Talk to the brothers. They'll come back here eventually. And yeah, the stack of money's still there in the corner. He taps the phone number that's on the slip of paper on top. He's like, yeah, that's my pager.
The same one that we have?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we know how to get a hold of you then. Okay.
I mean, I want to know if there are any drugs. I don't know. If stuff from your side that works well over here. Oh, for instance, is this from our world or your world? And I get out one of the vials of charisma boosting stuff that I had.
He's like, let me tell you something. We have a basic element from our side. And from our side, it's nothing simple to us. But here, it can take the form of many different things. Yeah, he kind of tastes your formula. He doesn't drink the whole thing, but taste it. It's like some of the dream stuff is in there. Think of it as a building block. It can be whatever you want it to be, really. Left too long in one form, it kind of just stays in that form. He takes out a vial of what looks like honey and hands it over to you. Play around with that. See what you can do with it. My gift to you. To buy your silence.
No
words just as at cameras.
Yeah. I don't care what you do on this side. I care.
Right on the other side.
Right, yeah, well.
Oh, right.
None of this gets back to Oberon. None of this gets back to the Queen.
If we ever end up over there, he says, intimating he's never been.
Yeah.
We'll try to keep it in mind. I'm sure we'll never go there for any reason.
Yeah. Any other questions at all for him?
Well, there's probably tons of stuff, but it's all. It sounds like the dark that is the bane on the section is not his responsibility or help. So We found that out.
The Fae are here because
That's
scientists screwing around with things. The Fae are here, but the Fae aren't causing the problems with Bloodworth Hollow.
Sounds like we need to kill us some families.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there any symbol or anything that we should, or a word or something that we can just say or display to let other Fae know that, hey, we're in the know when we're not like here to kill you? Because obviously we had problems with trench coat guys. Just
Oh yeah, he points at the symbol, which is his gang symbol. He's like, "This is my lord's symbol."
So if we had that somewhere on us, or could
you want to
show it,
wear our
then
colors, you got to earn our colors. But
I'm already working for you.
No,
I'm
you're
the
working
guy
for the king and queen. You aren't.
No, I'm
for
working
me.
for you. I agreed to sell. If I was going to sell anything, I would split the profits with you.
Ah,
from in Bloodworth, not in the other place where you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Already work for you.
All right.
Nobody told you're the representative of the area, and nobody told you about that.
Well, we do have human members of the gang. There were only 5 of us that came through. Remember?
All right. No. Okay. Fine. I missed that bit of information. 5.
How many of you are left from
5.
the original 5? All 5?
We're just as hard to kill here as we are there.
And for the viewers out there, we won't disclose how that happens. And I winked to the camera. I was like, haha, we're not going to tell you.
All right. Yeah. All right. So he'll leave Professor Dunhill with a patch.
Well.
Yeah. So the deal is, you fulfill your obligation to the king and queen. Bring snacks here for the commoners to enjoy and to bring back, and don't mention anything about anything else.
No, just snacks.
I mean, as they watch stuff on TV, they're going to learn about stuff.
Oh yeah, but notice their TV has been limited to things like I Love Lucy, and like it's being very specific what they're able to watch.
Yeah, it's like old-timey TV shows, not necessarily like news.
What would have been considered classic at
Yes.
that time.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Green Acres and like the Munsters and the
And
Addams.
Breaking Bad and wait.
No.
Yeah, I mean, you get some of that in like Remington Steele is obviously you got a lot of that stuff in it, but it's also seen that like, oh no, it's just a story. They understand that it's entertainment. This isn't real what your reality is, and that's how they see it.
Yeah. Well, you still got stuff like drinks and Remington Steele that they might be going, what's this drink stuff they keep talking about?
Right.
We should get them some science fiction or something and just say, no, this is what our reality is like. Look at the shit that we can do. No, they'd never want to come over here.
Yep.
Ooh, we have spaceships called the USS Enterprise.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So the 2 goblins are the guarding the gate on the side. The gate occasionally needs to be given energies to keep it open, and that's kind of their job. So it's not always the 2 same goblins, but it's always a pair of goblins that come over and are just the gatekeepers.
Probably also, I mean, he doesn't care, I suspect, but we'll tell him if you need something just dropped off, like some extra emergency supplies or some crap, just let us know at the bread and breakfast and we can bring stuff by. So he probably doesn't care because he could do that himself if we really needed to.
Yeah, so we'll leave it there. What you guys are left with is that some of the missing people are because they accidentally cross over into the Fey realms and they get enthralled and they get captured there. Not that they're being held against their own will that you found out. It's just they believe they are.
That is something we could do something about, but that's a long-term propaganda plan to say, hey, if you find yourself in the Fey realms, this is what you do.
So missing people, the Fae probably are responsible for a fair number of those, especially if they go missing in the wilderness. The people that are turning up dead or body parts ain't them.
Well, not directly.
Not directly. Yeah.
Because
mean,
there's
that
some
might be a-
animals in the Fey realm that'll F you up
Yep.
quite nicely.
Yep.
Yeah. Richard.
This might be a great angle for our TV show. Guide to the Fey realms and how to survive them. It would be a great sort of structure the episodes around 1 week and discussing particular things and how to deal with them. Have a new part every week. You know, it would be a cult classic hit, I'm sure.
Yep. So let's see how well that interview came across. I want Lars to go ahead and make me his role.
Well, should Faye give a performance roll?
You have a specific skill for
Yeah,
filming.
yeah. I just don't know. Is it boosted or not by supported by Faye actually giving a good?
Yeah, not really. Yeah.
Okay. It's plus a whole bunch. I know that. Where's that damn skill? Oh, it's a basic one. Plus 7. Okay.
You need a 20 to actually get most of this on film.
I'm going to
see.
do one.
Mm.
I'll say 1 survival point.
Okay.
And what is it? What do you give me another bonus for that, don't you?
Plus or minus 1.
Okay.
I don't know why we would want a -1 on the survival. Well, if it's a save,
There
isn't
you
it?
go. You got it.
Yep.
So what you have on film is a biker.
Cosplaying as an elf.
Right. He didn't do anything supernatural. He might have got caught this time with that role, but he didn't really do anything special. So you have on film talking to a biker about the Fae and about the in-between space.
Yeah.
But you got an interview.
Yeah, that's so good, man.
And I like Dunhill's idea of Guide to the Fey Realms. That's what we should call our series now. We've still haven't given it a name or anything.
Yeah.
So that sounds good as anything else.
Okay. Anything else? Chad you didn't really do much this session. So
Wasn't my session, I guess.
He carried the snacks.
he enjoyed the snacks. All right, well, yeah, we'll call it there. You now figured out that the drug running bike gang, at least the leaders are Fae, but there's only 5 of them, and the gang is quite extensive. Yeah, and this is their safe house. So like they have a door into the Fae realms here. Room 5, floor 3.
All right, well, we know where we can go now if we need to find our way back.
Back? We've never been.
Me and Chad have, but hey.
Yeah. Briefly.
Yeah, they just briefly stepped over and heard screaming and
There
noped
were
out.
people screaming down there. Yeah, we didn't like it. Not a very nice ambience, but you know.
Yeah.
Maybe
All right,
break
we'll end
this.
it there. Jameis, you got anything you want to plug?
Well, I've got a blog. I've done nothing this week. I've just been busy and couldn't be bothered doing anything.
Fair enough, I guess. Richard, how about yourself?
You can watch me play video games and be just as successful at things as we were here today, here on Twitch at LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now. Limited time
offer.
No
Oh,
vowels.
Vowels.
Indeed.
That was closer. Dion, what do you got?
Well, when I'm not suffering from jet lag and playing TTRPGs with all my super cool awesome friends, that's you guys, you can find me at my channel, Substances Used, where I play retro JRPGs, do some GTA 5 roleplay, and I've been playing a game called Schedule 1, which is all about making and selling drugs. It's very fun.
'Cause apparently that's what everyone does, even supernatural creatures. Yeah. Well, Bill, anything going on with the playtesting?
Yeah, I'm running a demo game over at the Frog God Organized Play. If you want to get in the game, email me. I'll get you in the game. It's going to be Sunday the 18th at 8 o'clock.
Cool. Find us on the Discord channel, which you can find at BlueMagic, BLUMAGIK.com. And you can talk to Bill there, I imagine.
Yep.
There we go. All right, guys. We're late. Say goodnight.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.